Hello, welcome. My name is Rachel Garcia. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the class number 4 of this small series of videos, Yin Yoga for Beginners. In today's class, we are going to be focusing on working mainly with our neck and our shoulders. Like usual, it's a good idea to keep your props near your mat. Today especially, it's a good idea to have a belt or a scarf or even a sock. And let's start, first of all, by getting into a Virasana position, hero pose, or Seiza. Seiza is the name of this pose in Yin Yoga. Personally, I am not a huge fan of having different names for the same poses according to the yoga style, but this is how it is. I am just letting you know. So we can choose to sit with some support. Actually, I recommend sitting on some support instead of directly on your heels. And the higher, the better. In this case, I'm going to use 2 blocks and I am going to put a blanket, a small blanket on top of it to make it softer. If you don't have blocks, maybe you can use some books or you can use even a big pillow. Also, sorry, I forgot to mention that today maybe it's also a good idea to have a big pillow in handy for the end of the practice. So maybe you want to pause the video now and you go get it. And yeah, so if you don't have blocks, maybe you can use a stack of books or you can use a big pillow or multiple blankets. Then we are going to place it in between our legs and we are going to sit on top of it because we are going to spend some time sitting. So this will help us avoid having too much pressure and tension on our knees and will enable us to stay for longer sitting without a lot of discomfort. So once you have found your head, your props, where you feel the most comfortable, you want to make sure that you are keeping your back straight and your chest is a bit open, not exaggerated, and we are going to relax our shoulders. We can place our hands on top of our legs, and now we are going to close our eyes and focus on our natural breath. Just checking in today. How is our natural breath happening? Now you can try to bring some awareness into the area of the neck and the shoulders. Observe how is it feeling today. Now let's take a deep breath in, and with the exhalation we slowly open our eyes. Now once again we are going to take a deep slow breath in. You feel how our belly fills up and then our chest, and then we slowly release it. Once again, we take a deep, slow breath in. And then slowly release it. Once more, take a deep breath in. And then slowly release it. Now we are going to do a couple of lion breath. Maybe you have done this before, maybe not. So with the inhalation, we are going to bring the shoulders towards our ears, and we are going to squeeze our eyes, our face. We do like this. Hopefully no one is is around to see you and maybe make fun of you. And then, so we inhale, we bring the shoulders up, we squeeze the face very tight, and then with the exhalation, we release the shoulders, we open our mouth, we stick the tongue out, and we look up. So it will look like this. So I inhale, and then exhale. Okay? So let's have fun with this. Let's do this for a couple of times. So inhale, bring your shoulders up, squeeze your face, and then exhale. Once again, inhale, squeeze your face, shoulders up, and then exhale. One last time, inhale, bring the shoulders up, squeeze your face, and then exhale. And now inhale and go back to your natural breath. Maybe close your eyes and feel if there has been any effects on your face, on your shoulders. Now you can open your eyes, and we are going to do a few yang movements before we go into the yin part. So we are going to lift the shoulders up, we are going to bring them to the back, then down, then to the front, and then back up. So we make circles with our shoulders. And now we change the direction. We bring the shoulders up, forward, down, and back. Now we can stop this movement. Now we inhale, and then with the exhalation, we are going to turn our head towards the right side. And then we inhale, we bring our head back to the center, and then with the exhalation, we bring the head towards the left. Slowly, then inhale, head to the center, then exhale, head to the right. Inhale, head to the center, exhale, head to the left. And notice that it's only the head that is moving, so your torso remains on the same spot. So inhale, head to the center, exhale, head to the right. And now we are going to keep our head here on the right side for 3 breaths. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Try to breathe deeply towards your belly. Inhale, exhale. Now with the inhalation, bring your head back to the center. And with the exhalation, bring your head towards the left. And we stay here for 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now with the inhalation, bring your head back to the center. And now we're going to hold our left arm with the right hand on the back, over our back. So like this, we can hold the forearm, we can hold the elbow or the upper arm. So on the back, it will look like this. So it's pretty simple. And we try to, of course, keep the length on our back, keep the chest a bit open. We try to draw in the shoulder blades together. Not too much, just a little bit. And then we are going to bring our head towards the left, so towards the arm that we are holding. And then we are going to feel a stretch on the right side of our neck and maybe a bit of the shoulder. Then we want to explore where is the spot on our neck that we have the most tension. And we can do so by tilting our head a bit forward or a bit backward. And then slowly we might find a spot where we feel the most tension. And then we do 10% less of that spot. We don't do the maximum of the tension, and we hold the pose in the spot. Maybe is it moving the head towards the front, or maybe towards the back, or maybe you don't need to move to tilt your head, and just bringing it to the side, you feel a lot of tension. And then we hold this pose for 2 minutes. We keep the shoulders relaxed, and we can choose to focus on the feelings on our neck, on the tension we have there, or we can choose to focus on our breath. You might also feel the stretch going all the way up to your ear, to your head. Some people say they feel it all the way to their brain. Okay, that's 2 minutes. Now slowly you are going to bring your chin towards your chest. Don't lift your head up. And then you can let go of your left arm and just let both hand hang to your sides. Also let your head hang and keep your back straight. And we stay here for about 1 minute. Maybe here you can notice some difference between the right and the left side of your neck. Now you can start nodding your head from side to side slowly. Bring a bit of movement to your neck. And then slowly you can bring your head up. We stay here for a couple of breaths. You feel the effects of the pose. And now we are going to hold the right arm with the left hand. Again, you can hold the arm from the upper arm at the elbow level or lower down. And now we are going to inhale and then slowly bring our head towards the right shoulder. And this side might be different from the other one. So on the other side, maybe you tilted your head forward and that was the spot where you felt the most stretch. Maybe on this side, you only need to have your head towards the side because both sides can be different. So you don't have to do the same thing on both sides. So you can have a moment now to explore and move your head a little bit forward, a little bit backward. You can even try tilting your chin a bit higher up or bringing it closer to your neck, to your chest, and see where do you have the most tension. And then you do 10% less, and we stay here for another 2 minutes. Relax both of your shoulders. Relax your face. Relax your jaw. Maybe after 1 minute you don't feel the stretch anymore, and then you might adjust your head so that you feel the stretch again. Okay, so that's 2 minutes. Now slowly bring your chin towards your chest. Don't lift your head up. And then you can let go of your right arm. Keep your back straight, your shoulders relaxed. Just let your head hang. And we stay here for about 1 minute. Now you can start nodding your head, saying no, and bring a bit of movement to your neck gently. Now you can stop and then slowly lift your head up. And then you stay here for one moment, feel the effects. And now we are going to place our hands on the mat. We are going to tuck in our toes and we're going to do a counter pose for sitting for so long. And we're going to lift our hips up to come into a dangling position. Maybe you need to move your support to one side and then keep your feet more or less hip distance. And then you can bend your knees and then you let your whole body hang. Your head hangs, your shoulders are hanging, your back is hanging, and your legs stay a bit active to hold you up, and then we stay here for 1 minute. You can choose to keep your hands on the mat or you can hold your elbows. You should also feel a little bit of a stretch on the back of your legs, your hamstrings. Relax your face, relax your jaw. Okay, that's 1 minute. Now slowly bend your knees. You can grab your support and come back to sitting. And now we are going to do eagle arms. So we are going to bring the right arm on top of the left. And then we are going to try to touch our palms. So we twist our arms like this. And if this is not possible for you to bring the palms to touch, then you can use a belt and hold the belt, or you can even hold a sock or a scarf or any piece of clothing that you might have nearby. And then we stay here for 2 minutes. Just try to keep your hands away from your face, and then you can also choose to just rest your shoulders, not your arms, on your chest, and you stay here. You should feel a stretch on your shoulders. Relax your face. And try to stay still. That's 2 minutes. So now slowly release your arms and just let them hang next to your body and just feel the effects. Breathe deeply. Feel your shoulders. And now we are going to switch sides. Now we are going to bring the left arm on top of the right arm. And then we're going to try to twist our arms and bring our palms to touch. And then we take the hands away from the face and we might keep our arms here, or we can rest them on our chest. And then we hold the pose for 2 minutes. On this side, you might need the belt, or you might not need it. Maybe you did it on the other side, and this side you don't. Each side might be different. And even if you do them in the same way, it might feel different. Now slowly release your arms. Let them hang on the side of your body and just feel the effects. Now we are going to sit directly on the mat. You can remove this support. And we are going to extend our legs in front of us. And we are going to bring our hands on the back, pointing back. And we want to bring our hands also together so that maybe touch and they are next to each other. We can have them closer to our body. Then this will intensify a little bit more this pose, or we can have them a little bit away, so then it will be a bit softer. So you can explore and see what feels right for you. Our chest will be open and our shoulder blades will be closer together. And then we are going to stay here for 2 minutes. Now slowly come back to sitting. Don't move your arms. Just let them hang. Maybe they are feeling a bit sensitive now. And you stay here for one moment. Just feel. Now maybe move your fingers. And we are going to come into a caterpillar pose for less than 1 minute. Just to do a little bit of a counter pose, so you can bring your body forward, you can round your back, and you can try to hold your feet or your ankles. And just be here for a couple of breaths. Okay, now slowly come back up. And now we are going to turn and come back to laying on top of our belly. We are going to do seal pose. So we are going to bring our hands in front of our shoulders, and then we're going to push and bring our body up. And normally when we're doing this pose, we say that we want to keep the shoulders away from the ears. In this case, we're going to allow our shoulders to come all the way to our ears and observe how that feels. And then we can keep our head turned a bit back, so we look up and then let our head rest in between our shoulders. If this pose is really intense for you, for your back, then you might come into a cobra, so you are just here like this, or you can even do a sphinx pose and just be here like you were chilling at the beach. And then we hold this pose for 2 minutes. Then relax completely your legs, your back. Even though the aim of this class is to work with the neck and the shoulders, we cannot work with these parts isolated from the rest of the body. We end up also stimulating other parts. Everything in our body is connected, and what we do to one part of our body would also affect other parts that we might think have nothing to do with each other. Also, you don't have to keep your head tilted back. You might stay looking to the front if that's very uncomfortable for your neck. That's just optional. And you might have an extra stretch on the front of your neck. And that's 2 minutes. Now slowly come back down. Maybe place one hand on top of the other and then rest one side of your head or Rest your forehead on top of your hands. Now, slowly support yourself with your hands and come into a child's pose. And bring your arms next to your body. Relax your body completely. Maybe now here you feel more the effects of the pose. And then slowly inhale and come back up to sitting on top of your heels for one moment. And maybe depending on what type of mat do you have, you will need now to place a small blanket or towel underneath your knees, because we're going to stay in tabletop, not exactly for 2 minutes, and that might hurt. So now we might use 2 blocks or maybe some books, or you can even use a big blanket, and then you make a roll with it, and you just place it here underneath your shoulders from tabletop. And if you are having blocks, you place them shoulder width apart. And then we are going to bring our elbows on top of our support, like this. And then we are going to bring our head between our arms, and we are going to bring our palms to touch, and then we can rest our palms on top of our neck, or just keep it like this. And we bring our body a bit backward. So we stay here, and we're going to feel a stretch on the armpits and this side of the arms and the shoulders. If having the blocks like this or your support is very low and you don't feel any stretch, you might choose then to bring it higher. Maybe you add more blocks, or you are add another blanket, and then you do the same. And then we are going to stay here for 2 minutes. You can tuck in your toes if you want, or you can keep your feet pointing back. Okay, now slowly come back up. And you can choose to sit on top of your heels or bring again some support in between your legs. And just keep your arms hanging on the side of your body and feel the pose, the effects of the pose for one moment. Now we are going to interlace our hands, our fingers, and we're going to bring our hands on the back of our head and stay like this with our back straight. Pretend that we are sitting or laying down at the beach, just enjoying the sun, or just relaxing on the couch. Now you can let go of your hands. Just let the arm hang on the sides of your body and just feel. See if there is any difference. And now just observe. Try to feel if there have been any effects. And now we are going to interlace our fingers on our back. And then we are going to inhale. And then we exhale. We are going to lean our body forward and try to bring our head towards the floor. And then we're going to lift our arms up, also trying to bring them towards the floor. Maybe you cannot bring your head towards the floor and you are just here. This is fine. And we stay here for a couple of breaths. Now inhale and slowly come back up. Let go of your arms and just feel your body. Now once again interlace your fingers on your back and then inhale, and with the exhalation lean forward and try to bring your head to touch the floor and lift your arms up, and we stay. Now inhale and slowly come back up. Let go of your hands. Let your arms hang and just feel. Relax your shoulders. One last time, we interlace our fingers on our back. And inhale. And then with the exhalation, we lean forward and try to bring the head towards the floor. Maybe we rest the top of the head on the floor, maybe not. And we stay here for a bit. We let the arms hang, sort of. And we're going to feel our shoulders and stretch on our spine as well. Now inhale and slowly come back up. Let go of your hands. Relax your shoulders and feel the effects. Now let's give a bit of movement to our shoulders. So we again bring them up, back, down, forward. So we make circles with our shoulders. Gently, slowly. Now we change directions. And we are ready for our final pose. We are going to do a supported Shavasana. I will give you two options. If you have blocks, then you can place one horizontally and the other one vertically. And this one you might choose to keep it like this, or you can put it a bit higher. This will support your head. Then you might be here like this, and then also you might choose to keep it like this and then just place a blanket on top of it to make it a bit higher. Then you are going to place your shoulder blades on top of the block that is horizontal and your head on the block that is vertical. You might adjust your blanket so that your head is a bit more elevated. And then you just rest your arms next to your body and your legs. If you don't have blocks, then you also have the option of using a bolster if you have, or if you don't have a bolster, then you can use a big pillow. This is actually the pillow of the couch. And then underneath the pillow, on the top part, you can place a blanket, folded blanket, to make the pillow go higher, like this. And then you just lay on top of it, like this. And relax your body completely. Get comfortable. Let your arms hang on the side. Relax your face. Relax your whole body. and enjoy the pose. This pose is so good that sometimes we feel that we can stay here all day. So if this is your case and you feel like you want to stay longer, feel free to do so. Maybe you want to pause this video and then finish whenever you feel ready. Or maybe you are ready now and then you can support yourself with your hands or roll to one side and place your hand on the floor and come to sitting. Maybe you stretch. Nice. Like we are just waking up from a very from a very good sleep. And then we grab our support. We sit in our favorite sitting position. And of course, we keep our back straight and our shoulders relaxed. We place our hands on top of our legs and then close our eyes for one moment. We observe our natural breath. And maybe we can observe our neck and our shoulders. How are they feeling now after this practice? Has there been any change in comparison to the beginning of this class? And now we can bring our palms together and bring them close to our heart. And we give thanks to life, to the universe, for whatever it is we are thankful for today. Now take a deep breath in, and with the exhalation, bring your head towards your heart and your hands towards your forehead. And then inhale and slowly lift your head up and slowly open your eyes. Thank you. I hope you really enjoyed this class. I hope that your shoulders and neck are feeling renewed. You can feel free to do this class as many times as you need. If you have the tendency to accumulate a lot of tension in this area, you can do this class every day until you will feel that the tension will improve. I assure you, if you do it every day for 1 week, it will be so much better. So, like usual, if you have any comments, any questions, any suggestions, I will be happy to read about that. And of course, I also hope to see you for the next one. Once again, thank you and namaste. On the right side, you have your head tilted forward, and that was your, maybe on the right, when you had your head towards the other